This was a trip to car-free village Giethoorn. Yes, one of the most remarkable regions I have come to know so far. This is a car-free village in the northeastern part of the Netherlands. It's known for its boat-filled waterways, footpaths, bicycle trails and centuries-old thatched-roof houses. This green and serene village is in the east part of the Netherlands. In this vlog, I will tell you about important tips to visit Giethoorn and a glimpse of picturesque village. It's not always a good idea to look through Google Maps to see how to get there. We always prefer to see 9to92 app or NS website to be more precise. If you reach an hour and a half before sunset, you will be able to take good pictures. You can find all the important links in the description of this video. We plan our journey a week ahead and stick to the plan. Well, that's a lie, big lie. Giethoorn is open 24/7, 365 days a year, but if you want to take a boat ride, then boat rides can be done from 10 a.m. to around 5:30 p.m. But from November to February, they usually end by 2 p.m. So we visited in the month of October and we took the last boat ride, which was around 4 p.m. 3 p.m. No, I can't recall that much. To get here, we have to check on NS website for departure of trains and buses. During travel, one has to be very careful about changes in the schedule of buses, trains, tram or metro, because you never know what gets cancelled and when. And another most important thing is to check the schedule for last bus from Giethoorn through Journey Planner on the NS website. So I will also tell you later in the video that we missed the bus. Okay, we missed our last bus from Giethoorn, but then how we managed to come from Giethoorn to Steenwijk railway station. If you are traveling over the weekend and you have an OV chip card, then don't forget to avail a 40% discount. Details are in the description. So let's go. हम साउथ से नॉर्थ हॉलैंड जा रहे हैं, तो यहाँ पे हम कुछ स्टेट्स भी क्रॉस करेंगे. तो हम जाएंगे पहले सेंट्रल. यहाँ आके हमारी पूरी ज़िंदगी सेंट्रल हो गई है, क्योंकि सेंट्रल वर्ड को यहाँ सेंट्रल कहते हैं. एवरी सिटी हैज़ अ सेंट्रल स्टेशन. तो हम सेंट्रल जा रहे हैं. सेंट्रल हमारे घर के बहुत पास है वैसे, और वहाँ से सब हर जगह कनेक्शन मिल जाते. तो वहाँ से हम बैठेंगे और 2 घंटे का ट्रैवल करेंगे उस ट्रेन से, और फाइनली हम पहुँचेंगे Giethoorn. तो हमने आज, क्योंकि हम Giethoorn जा रहे हैं, तो हमने साबूदाने की खिचड़ी भी खा ली है. We went to this OV service point in order to confirm if my personal OV chip card has the 40% discount available. They told me as I had not cancelled it, so it had gotten renewed automatically. You can get such offices mostly on central stations. Before tapping the OV chip card, we usually check this board for platform number, time, and also for the confidence that our train is not yet cancelled. After swiping the chip card, finally before boarding the train, we check the name of our destination on this overhead screen. It's an extremely helpful screen. One can see names of all the stations that are going to come during your journey on this train. Surprisingly, there were not many people traveling on this particular weekend. One of the stops during our journey was Amsterdam Schiphol International Airport. During such times at the airport, one can finish check-in, backdrop, immigration, security all in 10 minutes. What else can you ask from an airport? That to the Schiphol airport. In the Netherlands, the journey inside the train is also very comfortable thanks to its flat geography. It was interesting to see how the architecture of houses changed from south to north. Open roofs and the solar panels in the outskirts of the country are very common. It's very rare to see any construction site these days, but you get to see a couple of sites on the way. It's always a treat to see the typical Dutch architecture that reminds you of Amsterdam. Though we were away from Randstad, which consists primarily of the 4 largest Dutch cities, we could see auto dealerships. You can see the glimpse of our visit to a car dealership in the public. As soon as you exit Steenwijk train station, you will see Steenwijk bus stop where you will find the bus to Giethoorn. Though there are toilets inside the train itself, there's also a toilet inside this train station. If you need one, you can use your credit card or local debit card to pay 50 cents to use this toilet. No, this is not the toilet, this is bus stop. When you are on the train, it is good that you check the bus schedule once so that you reach at the time, because from here the bus is available only at every other hour. It was thankfully sunny and I sat at the bus stop and waited for a few minutes. बस थोड़ा सा ही टाइम वेट करना पड़ेगा और यहाँ से तो हर घंटे में ही बस मिलता है. As usual, the bus arrived on time. The public transport is very punctual here. As we were shooting the video, we received a special permission from NS. That's the reason why only 2 of us are traveling in the bus. It was a joke, obviously. Yeah, that was a joke. My spouse suggested that I should show this whole street view. So those of you who are traveling by bus or car can get a reference that yes, they are on the right track. You can see huge fields on the road, and you will also by the side of the road, and you will also see some sheep grazing on the side of the road. As I told you that Giethoorn is a very beautiful village, but the whole way to reach there is also scenic in itself. You can see houses with peat roofs. This is speciality of Giethoorn. It means you are somewhere near to the village, or possibly reached here. Finally, we are here. So in the next part of the video, you will see the beauty of Giethoorn, and in that I have also mentioned about these special green roofs. So keep watching the video till the end. And don't forget to press the bell icon, because we will keep bringing new experiences from some very amazing places to you. I hope you guys keep coming back to Happy Nax. Giethoorn, the only village in this country which was once completely isolated and does not have any roads. Yes, let's go inside the village. So if you have given 2 choices, the waterway and sidewalk, what will you choose? It's tough, right? First we took a boat ride and then we went around the village on foot. You can also find a paid public toilet at the entrance of the village. So we took a boat big enough so that we could sit back and enjoy. So accordingly, you can rent a boat for 1 to 8 hours depending on the number of seats and the type of boat. This canal joins with a lake, so the lake is another attraction of Giethoorn. If you would like to stay here in this lake with your friends and family, so there is a group accommodation available here. You can see the contact details on a green signboard that you will shortly see in the video. What? Did I just rap? That you will shortly see in the video. The water is not very deep, and at specific times of the day, you are allowed to swim as well. So don't forget to bring your swimsuits, okay? I don't know why, but at this moment I thought about a question, but I was in dilemma. Is this one of those perfect places for date, or you would rather prefer to go with the family and friends? Let me know in the comments if you have ever stayed in a similar setting or any experiences of yours from such setting. Oh, what happened to my voice? This boat ride in the lake reminded me of my swimming and underwater experience in Maldives. Do let me know in the comments if you want to know more about our experiences from one of the best stays in the Maldives. Do you think that this vlog is just okayish? Then so was the commentary by the boat staff. And the another noticeably good part of the boat ride was the greenery. I'm sure you would notice the perfect sunshine, and trust me, here you'll come to know the answer at what time of the day one should take this boat ride. In my opinion, during the summers, 3 o'clock is the best time for this boat ride. Or first or last boat ride of the day. Look at the greenery here. If you ask me what made my boat ride so special here, then I would say it was the trip to the residential part of the village. The peat used on the roof of the houses is an important part in the history of Giethoorn. There is a museum in the village, and I came to know a lot of wonderful things about this fairy tale-like village. It is so rich in natural beauty and so interesting because of the life of its inhabitants and whatnot. A narrow footpath runs along this canal. So now left and then right, and on both the sides are the houses. Almost between every pair of houses are these transversal canals or ditches which give connection to the ponds and meadows behind the houses, and which themselves open into main canal of the village. As a result, each house is actually located separately on an island, and the footpath has been demolished countless times. This is what history says. From the second half of the 16th century, a relocation from Giethoornsweg to Dorpsgracht started, and this happened as a result of the emerging large-scale and commercial peat mining. So what do you think? How much does it cost to buy a house here? Come on, any number. Okay, I'll tell you later in the video. The bridges have good height clearance so that the canals can be used to transport goods. Earlier in the past, cattle were also transported through these canals. I wonder what kind of boats could carry such heavy livestock, but they did. Our phenomenal boat ride ended in 45 minutes. It was indeed a surreal experience. Now that you have seen our boat ride journey, you can decide for yourself if you wish to take a boat ride or not. Then we started exploring the village on foot. Few moments may remind you of your own village. At least it was so in our case. Netherlands is home to some ingenious street art. You can find some in this village too. The passable section is also just a plank, so that even the smallest wheeled vehicle cannot pass such a bridge. All those bridges look alike. Now that's like a policy without any loophole. A house similar to this may cost €1 million. The boxes that you see on the side of the bridges are not bins but mailboxes of the village residents. I really found the history of this village fascinating. So in 1900, My bad. Whenever it comes to talk about history, I go back to 1900s. My bad. So in 1170, a terrible flood happened in the autumn of that year. And see, we are also visiting here in the autumn. So the flood caused great devastation here. Many livestock lost their lives miserably. The remaining ones were sent to deepest poverty. But following the floods, many goat horns were found at the bottom of the canals. So these canals that you are seeing. Hence the name Giethoorn, goat horns. See? Former times of distress were finally replaced by years of extraordinary fruitfulness, and extending not only to the vegetable kingdom but even to the animal kingdom. I will leave you guys without any external sound. Enjoy. From its impressive history, this village has reached the presence of noiseless electric version of boats. No. I was not mentioning about the previous boat. This village in its full length is around 2 hours. As our last bus was at 6:30 p.m. and guess what, we missed it. There is a phone number of a local taxi service in the description. They charged us around 30 euros for Steenwijk. So we were trying to book an Uber and a middle-aged Dutch woman who was passing by the bus stop got down from her bicycle and suggested us to call this taxi service. I hope it helps. As you would have noticed that it's worth to stay there by late evening. So if you stay there by late evening, you might lose the last bus. So better to take the advantage of this taxi service. You guys please subscribe to our channel by pressing the bell icon. I'm going to share a lot of experiences with you through this channel. And if you don't subscribe, you will miss our weekly updates for sure. I hope you guys come back to Happinax, explore, discover, exercise because that matters. Bye.